hello. Where is that? So we go. Hello. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope we're doing well. We're back with Captain Ministry once OBS picks it up, which he just did. I didn't get to stream last night. I had something else I needed to do. So yeah, did that. Had to do that. But I'm back tonight. And we're going to continue with this, and we're going to look at trying to get some form of nuclear power going. I reckon that should be what we're going at. Basically, it's just more the same of what we've been doing for the past couple of days, really. So, I haven't actually looked at this since last stream, so I've got to quickly remind myself of everything. So, got diggers coming into here. Let's expand this out a moment. Maybe not like that. Okay, like that. There we go. Let me just make sure we've got the already done ones moved out the way. So we are in a bit of a pickle where anything I put down, I can't put where I ideally should be putting it, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, so this is our future steel production. Question becomes, where is best to place it? Because it will be replacing this. Kind of tempted to just build it and switch it on up here. So I will need to add something like this to it, though. Oh, it's a shame that the where's the output, is it? No, it does work. Oh, my brain weren't seeing that for a moment then. Okay, so it's ready, but I don't think I want it there. That's the thing. Right, for the moment, if I just stick that here, so we've got the design out the way, and then we are going to look at nuclear power. I was kind of designing something, and then I've kind of lost it, which is very annoying because I was deciding something off stream after the last week's stream. Let me just quick. Just don't know if I saved it anywhere. I don't think I did. No. Oh, okay. Well, that's silly. Oh well, never mind. No, I did. It's right here. What am I talking about? I did do. I knew I'd done something. There's me going, yeah, I've done it. I've already moved it over to here. So the question is getting it switched on, the viability. We have 7 workers. So the answer is no. We can't really switch it on at the moment without having more people. And as we can see, our forest is really struggling. Like, really struggling. I don't want to be adding more houses. Oh, days. Oh, my days. Okay. Getting this nuclear power will help with the forest. That's a big thing. So this uranium rod, the nuclear reactor, is literally just water and then the rods. It's all that steam, and we need a radioactive storage. And then with that, it's it would need its iron, wouldn't it? Like, that's just a lot of water a minute. Hi, Freak. How's it going? So where do we want to set up our nuclear reactor? We've got to set up water production as well, because I don't see us using one of these. I don't think this is going to survive 288 a minute. I mean, it might, actually, thinking about it. This is where I've not actually planned far enough ahead. It's biting me in the ass. Because I need more people. What do I need to make sure I'm getting everything? Need more everything. I mean, you're not wrong. I do need more everything. The big one is I need more space. Could I temporarily stick some in here? What do we reckon? Because whatever I do, it needs to be by the coastline. Never remember the actual number of this. So 78. Oh, I've got to kind of work this out a bit. Alright, so what is it? 28. Wait, that's confusing. So that's every 20 seconds then. No, that, wait, what? Is there some variable that I don't remember concerning nuclear reactors? I'm going to guess something to do with this. Power level. Then this must be maximum power level, right? Alright, well I'm going to go with 288 anyway. And then it's some point my brain will actually wake up. 72. 288 divide 72. Right, so I need 5 thermal desalinators because we need to feed back the steam. Or would we? Actually, what I'm talking about, would feed back the steam off the reactor, wouldn't we? So it would be this. So 4 should keep it running. Should. Yeah, okay, so that's all I need space for. See, kind of thinking it might make sense to have it along here. But again, I don't have the coastal room. That's the problem. And that's the annoyance. That's where my brain's like just tripping out, going, oh yeah, you need this. But that bit's always annoying. It really is. I just need that times 4, which is not gonna really happen, is it? Tell you what, I had it a bit more compact down here. Since we weren't holding the brine, that's why. If I just keep moving that across. No. Again, terrible planning. That's the problem. The only place I can really think of is to throw it down here. Like, I don't want to, but yeah, it's that or we just ignore nuclear for now. Like, we're not desperate for it. Yeah, that's actually, you know what? I'm going to just ignore nuclear for now. Until we've decided and done an actual location, which to me is going to make sense having it along here. I think this might be the fastest one that I can alter. I hate it when my brain's half asleep and don't want to function. Very annoying. Okay, diesel's going to be a problem. This coal is going to be a bit of a problem. That's constantly complaining about being full because of rock. And that's because we're getting these last little bits of iron out of here. So we're going to be mixing sand in a little bit as well, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. We've got our new iron. They're just arriving to start kicking it in through here. Let's go a little bit further down, however. I'm feeling we might need to go further down that way as well, actually. Let's see what that does, what that gives us. And we can't go for mega vehicles at the moment simply because I need a new location for vehicle part production because it's no longer enough room there. You know, I have retired that limestone station, so this track is only serving for this fuel, and that's it. Food is reasonable. Alright, just having to think here. If I drop that, turn that into bread. No, I'm not doing potatoes at the moment, but I will be putting it back on at some point. Might do more apples, might be a good idea actually. Unfortunately, I didn't think to give myself room there, did I? Yeah, there's lack of building room. It's really causing me to, like, my brain just to go fuck knows, basically. Well, what have I got being dumped here? That should be dirt. No, compost is being dumped here. Just compost. Anything I can do just to help things along with anything? No, not particularly. Like, everything's good, it's just we lack the scale to move things along quickly, and that's just literally it. No, I want some more solar panels. And the thing is, ideally, I do want these up there. However, is it maybe worth going up to a large one now? How many people? 30 people. Oh, that's yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of, we're gonna have to put it there. I don't want to. I think it's kind of necessary. I can't give us more vehicles. I'm at our maximum capacity. See, in Factorio, when I hit this point, it's normally, there's large areas off to the side where you go, okay, cool, I'll just leave what's working, and then I'll just start designing and building stuff in this new area. You know, let's just see, get your starter base, and that tends to just stay there because then you build stuff everywhere else. With this, it's a little bit difficult, a little bit harder to pull that off, just because of the way, well, the logistics works. And the fact is, you don't have infinite space. There is a limit. Hi, Grundit. And frustratingly, my ability to move like dirt and rock is not fast enough to just dig up and flatten stuff to give me that space. In fact, at this stage, you usually switch to X4 F1. No, because I love having my nukes in Factorio. Yeah, it's just this being extremely busy. Right, so really, what I need to do is just look at how can we improve the logistical situation. Like, that's kind of the big holdback, isn't it? Everything now running low on coal because, you know, we're just looking at taking... Right, actually, I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier than I'm kind of making it out to be. It's the whole, I've just got to get this little bit here and this little bit there. It's like, well, actually, let me just get the main surface bits, just so I can stay on top of the essential necessities. And then once I've got some, then I can work on the tiny bits left over. Alright, so you've actually taken everything, so you're fine there. I'm going to move... You've got plenty of reserve. So one thing I'm debating is to... It's a bit of a pain, but we could sort of pull it off. So this rock is causing an issue. Like, okay, we're getting a little bit of rock put here, but most of it is being put over here. So to make it a little bit faster, how about I move from here, throw it on a train, send the train over to here to dump it in some buckets, and then I've got some trucks assigned over here that will just take the buckets and just dump it. Like, start using dedicated logistics. I think that might be a better way to do it. Question becomes, though, viability of doing it, though. Even though, since we're going to... Actually, there is an even faster way to empty that. If they've taken it over, I can just start dumping it here. Right, make sure I'm not crossing anything over here. That is for that, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so compost. Make sure we haven't got any annoying overlaps. Since that's all nearby, we've just killed a lot of the travel time, and that travel time is what's causing this. Just gotta be even extra careful. Just need a way to get into there. Actually, do I need to? Because actually that's all on the surface, isn't it? Like, I don't really need to go... I mean, okay, there's little bits there. Oh, we'll see how quickly that shifts things around, at least. That should build up again simply because, you know, I've moved this from getting the tiny little bits to getting the main part, so that will fix itself. That should be getting all dumped over to here anyway, so that's not much in the way of travel time. I have to dig down a bit. just to access these. Move. I need to just quickly do that. Or Bravo, rather. Ooh, that's not good. I was thinking about redoing all this to chain it ultimately back into hydrogen anyway. How important do I need to get that done at the moment? Not really. Can I move these guys? Just to here for the moment. Just want to start bringing this passageway down. Yeah, and then they've got this travel time for the iron, which is a bit of an issue. Realistically, can I be moving that over via train? Because obviously we've got a track here. So if we were to say iron ore, rock, and then dirt, and then just in case compost, I'll just throw it there, since I have been randomly dumping compost in various locations. So yeah, that goes into there. And then its output is thrown onto a train. But the thing is, it's getting the train turned around. If I was going to do this. So only on its smallest. Like this, and then bring it back onto here. Is that realistically enough? I'm not liking how much that's blocking, but hypothetically, so lease, well, diesel fuel module. I mean, 4 hoppers should work. If I really want to, I could get rid of that and do 5 instead. Just have to have a fueling point over at the receiving end, which, you know, would make sense doing that way anyway. And before I commit to it, let's make sure that we can actually do it. Make sure I can Hey, no, if I'm honest, it might be better coming off there and then coming back on. It's coming through this way. And this 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can't get a fifth then. It's 4. Full stop. Okay. Let's be fair. If we do. Like that instead. Okay, so something like that. As for bringing fuel in, it's a case of, should I just allow trucks to handle that for the time being? Probably be better. Yeah, no question is, can I actually... It would be nice if it told me. I mean, we should have what we need to do it. And I've got trains and hoppers there anyway. So, yeah. Go into there. You know, the only thing I really need to do is actually flip this the other bloody side. It makes no sense otherwise. Okay, so train comes in through so on and so forth. And then if we have... That can be fulfilled by trucks for the time being. That's 6. One pipe's fine. And then this is unload. Request train. I mean, no real limits. Just, I mean, you kind of want a limit, don't you? So say 2. Any module empty. Then U-shape. Balancer, enforce imports. So it's going to be theoretically 240 in. So we want it at that then. And then so actually we want this to go across just a single 3 belt, because the maintenance is actually less. See, that is unfortunate. I was hoping we could get one of them in, but we can't. We need a tiny vehicle ramp. I don't necessarily want to lift it over. The other option is basically move these, isn't it? So we'll just have it go under like so. Ding. Okay, so receiving end looking good. Sending end, yeah, load it in. And again, it kind of makes, I mean, yeah, it's gonna go over anyway. Okay, so can we mine enough iron to cover this? So main thing, isn't it? Strictly enforce outputs. Oh, I did a flat, didn't I? Whoops-a-daisy. Nice and simple, really. No, it's just a case of building it and then seeing how it's going to work. I'll see if it does work anyway. Okay, cool. So. First of all, let me make sure I'm naming the stations. So this is, I'm just going to say iron ore in. Iron ore out. And then it is, hang on. No, it's F7 warning. All right. New line. Iron distro. Have it a reddish colour. So we're adding that one. And now we're adding that one. For now, I'm just thinking, because if I do start having multiple trains, I'd risk blocking this. So we're going to have it as a limit of 1 train. Request only if modules are full. No, it shouldn't really matter because it's rather be pulled than pushed. What's up, Chilton? How's it going? Just need diesel's on its way. Okay, cool. New train. Diesel locomotive, 2 and 4 Coopers, iron distro, and build. And Unity for the remainder of what is required. And hopefully that should be enough time to get some diesel into there. Right, so you're struggling because I've trapped you. That's totally fair. That is my fault, not yours. Slag needs more slag. It's got inbound, so it's okay. Not a whole lot I could do that without completely rebuilding a ton of stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, not really a whole lot. We've run out of iron, which is a bit of a shame. What we're going to do, temporarily, we're going to move Terra Alpha over to here. Get this moved in a hell of a lot quicker. As you can see, we're getting some of this iron now being pulled through. Pretty fancy. And that should actually go pretty reasonably quickly, we would hope. Anyway. Also means hopefully this will start emptying out. One thing I would love is to turn off going, okay, we can't import into here no more. Like, that would be cool. But yeah, it seems Maffy hasn't given us that option yet. Right, large block. Oh my god, how we already filled that up? Oh wow, that's mad. Okay. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, where do I want to put it? Bloody hell. We're not just trying to squeeze in wherever we bloody can at the moment. So we're getting notified when it goes above, what, 90? When? When is it actually telling us? All right. I mean, that's worked because we've now practically emptied that out. And one thing I am going to do is we're going to remove this. Like, there's no actual point to it. In fact, I'm also going to remove that as well. Right, so you have completed... hang on, where the hell did I have you? Oh, yes, the little rampy thing. Okay. which means you can now do the next bit. And just slowly bring it down. All right, so let's rename this for starters. All right, so iron mine sorting. Just so we know, we don't care if it's full of iron. That's good. We are very happy with that. To be full of iron. And as we can see, iron train is coming in. What have I messed up? Why is it not unloading? Unload. Okay. I have to physically tell it. It doesn't do it automatically. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. Right, I should pay attention to it saying, like, give me a big ass warning sign right there going, there's a problem here. Look at me. And I weren't looking at it. But, okay, that should now empty out. Yes, very quickly. Awesome. Personally, I think I do need a second train running. I don't think one train with 4 hoppers is going to realistically keep that going. Might just be me, but I do have a very strong belief that would be true. Same time, I would like. I'm going to remove that one. Connect that up, and then I want to upgrade this. No, wait, you guys have dug that already? Bloody hell, that was fast. Alright, do that one now. And then, yeah, that's now holding, doing nothing. And it's just making sure that our iron is getting over there quick enough. Or at least, not quick enough, but... oh, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word that we use in Transport Fever? Oh my god, yeah, I can't think of it. I really can't. That's terrible. Should I be concerned by the fact that my scrap is building up? Maybe I should upgrade this belt. That could help. Perhaps. Yeah, I think that's been a little bit of an issue. I totally didn't realise that. I should have perhaps had a notification on this one. So it consumes 48 a minute. So is that just a case of... Well, it's going down. So I don't think we're producing that much. So, I don't know. something to kind of keep an eye on, see what it is in a bit. Just keeping an eye on the other things. Right, coal distro, diesel's low. Yeah, I've got like 3 trains running that. So, right, so you're holding because there was a train sitting there. Alright, so hopefully that means that we've done a lot. That's going to help. So 2 trains moving over, what, 480 a time. I'm still not convinced trains is like a great, if I'm honest. We'll need some futuristic TARDIS like technology where we can actually have thousands in a hopper. Oh, really? I mean, it is a processing issue, isn't it? It's like it's just going to constantly bump up. Oh, well, that's very unfortunate. Depends how badly is it causing us problems. It's just a case of, is it? We just got to catch up. Like the problem's just been compounding over time. And now I've spotted it, and we just fixed that one belt so the recycler isn't backing up. Will it clear this excess that we've currently got? Like, we'll see. Is the short answer. Right, do I want to go down a little bit more, maybe? Might hold off, let them do nothing for the time being. Irony being, I still don't think. Actually, for now, I'm going to leave that as unrestricted. Because there's enough space that a train can hold here. And wait. Let's just see its lengths compared. Right, that will block. That might not. Right, just really not happy about this. So we need to do something just to bump up our hydrogen production. I don't want to do this. This is just like horrible. The only other way is fuel gas into hydrogen and carbon. I am flaring off a fair amount of fuel gas at the moment, so I'll just boost that through. This is where the whole, I need to redesign this. So it all ultimately it all filters into hydrogen, and then we just go to a pure hydrogen economy. But not something that my brain's functional for at the moment. Okay, just want to keep an eye on this, because if this, well, I think we're golden on this actually, because that has significantly dropped, and it's still not full. It's no longer full here. So I do think that we have fixed the problem. It was literally just one belt holding it back, and now problem being done, we're golden. And it's just now, I mean, that's starting to build up a buffer, which is good. And with the buffer built up, it will start feeding back. So I do believe we're good on this for the time being. So it's not the best, but right, so I don't even need that there anymore. See a compost. I'm not in any rush to get that done. That's not really getting filled now, because the nearest for any rock that's put there is now down here and across here. So that's now where a lot of it's going to get pulled through. Slag is going to slowly be filtering and filling in this little bay here, as well as keeping our limestone going. Got plenty of fuel gas to keep our 2 statues running. Limestone's buffered back up. Coal's buffered back up. Copper hasn't been a problem for ages anyway, because just the way I've been running that one. So yeah, we can go back to lowering this a little bit more. Right, so I'm just going to do that. Yeah, cool. And yeah, hopefully it won't be long till that's sorted. Okay, then we can look at... So now we've put that on a train. That means there's less trucks being used to move the iron from a sorter. Well, I weren't even doing it anyway. I didn't really have the trucks going. But it means that I can have that trucks dropping it into a sorter quicker from the new mine. With that thinking, once that's filled up a bit more, I could probably yeah, I'm gonna wait until that's more over to here, and I'm gonna bring the alphas back just to get this little bit, because the travel time between this mine and the nearest sorter for iron means that it shouldn't cause any major backups. Shouldn't. We'll see though. Right, can we just get that in? That'd be handy. That really would. Now if we can, I mean, I've got the power and the workforce to switch these on. Let me just double check here. So it's 24, 24. So this is 1-to-1. So, because I'm thinking of switching all these on, which is going to be what, 4, 8, 16 megawatts of power. So that will knock it up into 60s. but then we're going to drop another 8 by retiring these. So it's just going to go up by 8 in total. This truck is struggling. Oh, no, that's fine. I'm assuming you've got yourself kind of stuck. So not too worried about that because that will fix itself. Right, I'm going to use Unity to switch these on. Right, now that's on. That needs to go up to a tier 3, as there's that. Don't think we're not producing enough copper to justify that going up, so that's fine. Okay, and then it's dismantle all of this. So first thing is no import. Get rid of that now. Might be easier if I just let it run through what it's currently got going. No imports either on that. Let it just, in fact, just to make things a bit easier. We just get rid of this now completely. So we've got, yeah, because we're making electronic 2s up here anyway. Electronic 1s, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. A 1-to-2 ratio, rather. So one of them supplies 2 of these. So I can basically look at retiring this. It does unfortunately mean it's going to be a little bit of extra time of getting electronics and electronic 2s down to the construction parts and maintenance. It's a trade-off I'm just going to have to be okay with. Alright, so no more putting in, no more putting in. Yeah, no more putting in. No more putting in. No more putting in. Yeah, kind of got to keep that there. Then allow for putting in on this. I have to redo that, won't I? Ooh, sand. Sand. Why we... Wait. Okay, so the thing here is that it is literally used up. Well, it's mined out everything I've asked it to do. So now, what we are going to do, let me just see, make sure what we got. That's your rock dumping, so I can ignore that. So I want sand. I'm going to pull you to here. Surprised it doesn't like try to do any of that, if I'm honest. Like, it could reach it. It's surprising. Or is it going round? Is that the thing? Is that what's happening? Yeah, it is. They're there. That's why. Okay. In that case, I don't want you to do that though. That's the. It's one of these. There we go. Found it. Alright, so let me just kill these. We're going to put it in from the other side. And And I think we can probably get away with doing that. Oh no, low food supply. Alright. In edicts. Can I survive? Can I? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to drop that down to 1, and hopefully that does not bite me in the ass. We'll see. Saying that, I just noticed hydrogen's no longer complaining, so that must be fixed itself. Yes, it has. Actually, nice and full. Got extremely busy again. What is the extremely busy? It's moving dirt, iron, rock. I'm going to assume it's this has just caused a bit of a surge from here. Yeah, we can see it. So it's just that has caused a little bit of a surge. Not gonna lie, I am very, 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 very tempted to actually just belt. All right, right, okay. Rock, dirt, quick remove, none. Quick remove, set that as none. So that should be rock, assuming of the, yeah, okay. And then I'm got, again, this is just about making a little bit less work for the trucks while we're doing that. I'm not going to enjoy this, but if it helps, it's worth doing. So basically, at no point will that need to be picking up any rock. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Why did that just blow up? Dumb. Now it's going on about terrain's too low because it's shifted. Saying that, I've seen people complain about stackers, but it doesn't actually tell you that it's going to collapse, and then it collapses after you put it down. So it's a little frustrating. Right, I don't want it going stupid hot. Do I? Actually, you know what? I don't really care. It's going to get dug up and flattened at some point in the future anyway, so... Use a nuke. Oh, don't tempt me. See, complaining that it's going to collapse. Waste, because I know that it's there, so... Okay, sorry. I'm going to stop letting you bring everything over, because that's going to be causing me a problem. You're just constantly complaining, but I can't click to find out what vehicle you're talking about. Just saying. You've somehow... What are you even doing? I'm actually impressed you've even gotten there. Like, how? Up that way? It's the only way I can think of. You've gone up somehow that way. That's actually impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even got a clue how you pulled that one off. I can only... you just used Google Navigator. You must have. Yeah, that was very impressive. Right, so at the very least, that's going to be a little less usage of the trucks for now. So that's why I'm allowing that. It's only going to be rock anyway. So we've got this complaining it's blocked because of rock. So how do I want to handle that? That's the question. Again, this is where would I want to be moving things around with train, like what I've done with the iron here? Maybe. Right. Regardless, I need to go back to dismantling this as was the original what I was doing anyway. Alright, so we want somewhere new to put that. I mean, in reality, all I need to do is this, and then just change over everything it's consuming and ins and outs. Right, so electronics, 1s, 2s, and steels. The steel's already there, and then that's household appliances. And the fact is, it might make sense to have it up here. So less travel time. For inputs. So just that for the time being. Be careful I'm not using up all my freaking Unity. Not enough fuel to refuel. Tell me what vehicle it is so I know. That'd be really useful. Because the advantage of moving that is that I can now alter the direction of this track, which opens up this space here, which means I can put the next tier of vehicle construction here without moving everything else. So that's, I think, it's a very good thing. Then something I have to be kind of mindful of is, do I need to switch on? And saying that, do I need to? I'm very sure I do. Alright, I have a strong suspicion that I need 6 of these running to make sure I've got enough electronic ones to feed various things. Gold sorting, that's yeah, I don't care about that. And again, hitting the rock and getting itself stuck because it happens to be the wrong side of the diggers. Terror sorting, yeah. So dirt, actually that might help if I reset that to, you know, actually taking the stuff and dumping it places. Be useful. Trying to think, because now that's... I mean, he's still rock and dirt, but the fact is that he takes so little of an increase on movement of that to suddenly send that extra busy, which then has a knock-on effect on everything else. That's where it's very unfortunate. Right, so that is ratioed for 4. The thing is, that's constantly going. And this is the old ones. So if I... switch that on, so that should be 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 7. Okay. So our constant power is... I mean, we get spikes into the 70s, but we are hovering around 50 megawatts usage. So I want that. That's 15, 30, 45. So that means these don't need to be balanced. So yeah, these 3 are going at all times. And then that's our pullback. And to be fair, I could probably just get rid of these completely now. Surely. Right, I'll just let trucks deal with them as and when. Right, you got yourself stuck again. Boo. Silly. Oh. 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 That's, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Right, are we getting stung on travel time for that? I reckon we are, you know. How about nuclear power? Is it beyond your reach? No, it's not beyond my reach. I can do it. I'm not sure whether it's worth doing at the moment. Because we've got this designed like to get us our rods. The problem is I don't really have anywhere currently where I can realistically provide the water for it as well. And that's the unfortunate thing. We're actually out of tree saplings. I'm out of tree saplings. Okay. I reckon go to greenhouse. Okay, so you're done. We're going to let that hold. Just give a chance for things to catch back up. Can it blow up and ruin the map? I mean, it's not spectacular in the Factorio way. It basically just kills off your population very rapidly. From what I remember, that's literally all it really does. It's definitely worth it. No, because we don't have booms, explosion. We just have meltdown. There's no explosions from that. I like explosions. Right, so this was because I wanted to do something. Not place in ocean. Why not? Boo. I wanted to place it there. That's sad. Oh, very sad, very sad. I wanted a seawall, damn it. Truck is struggling to find destination. Well, hang on, where are you trying to go exactly? You're trying to go to there. Why? No. Just no. No and no. Totally unnecessary. Alright, trucks are caught up with everything again. Hooray. The next thing would be, do we put copper on the trains? I mean, yes, we could, but is it worth doing it? See, I don't want to have the train line going up there until we've cleared out all this copper, iron, rather. Those excavators are going to complain about getting stuck. Never mind. Here's what it is. Household goods is low. Wait, what? Steel is a problem. All right, hang on. Let's just check. This could be a belt issue. Thinking about it. Yeah, because what? 12, 24, 48. And then plus another 12. That makes you 60. But then we're still sending down here as well. So, yeah. There's also a bit of an input issue as well, to be fair. We definitely need to look at switching on... what's that? Excavator, he's struggling because he was the wrong side of the thing. Which, you know, we just knew was going to happen. Like, we could see it happening. But he's just going to have to live with it. Because I'm just feeling like he's going to have to live with it, so... Right. Have you caught up? You have caught up. Excellent. You're doing well. You're doing okay. Yeah. Have I heard about the Stop Killing Games initiative? I have, yes. I'm not liking the fact that steel is buggered. Have I signed the UK petition for him? I have, yes. But I also know that the petitions are worthless, unfortunately. I've seen what our government does with those petitions. Because it's optional. To, like, we have this thing in the UK where you can go onto the government website and do a thing, sign a thing. If it gets enough signatures, it will be debated in Parliament. However, the government can and have many times gone, yeah, we don't see this as in the interest of the UK public, so we're not going to do it. We're not going to chat about it. So... Well, it looks like that this is basically that's fully caught up. So the issue now is, am I really wanting to kick this over to an arc furnace? Or am I happy just doing what we're doing before with this? Like, it's all blast furnaces. That would increase how much steel we're producing. Let me just check here. Right. That's 8, isn't it? make sure that I did do this math correctly. So 384, which is 2 times that. Okay. We had a similar thing back then. And you know how many people initiative passed through? Absolute 0. Everyone was struck down before hearing. Yeah. The only ones that kind of make any difference if there's political capital to be gained. Not political capital with the people, but you know, with those with money. Like most things in life, unfortunately, money rules. Right, I'll tell you what, we're going to Grundig is struggling to find a destination it can reach. Grundig, you got stuck. You're silly. Just saying. Alright, let's look at getting that flattened out. Since that's quite rock heavy, it should just go straight into there. It shouldn't, with finger air quotes, have a massive impact on the logistical network. UK government probably treats toilet paper better. The problem with the UK is that we've taken on a very American approach to things, where we basically nickel and dime everything. Like, everything costs you money. Like, when we say we're practically the most taxed country in the world, because people look at income tax and go, oh my God, I'd love to get income tax like that. Yeah, but it's not just we're taxed on everything, and then we're charged for everything. Like, it's insane. Right, copper recycling. Still, we're just not moving it fast enough. Oh, okay. Some reason, silly me, I hadn't actually set a priority. I didn't realise. That's a good job I checked that one out then, wasn't it? Does it cost you anything to take an ambulance to a hospital? Technically, yeah, because we pay through it with our taxes. And we specifically get charged an insurance to cover healthcare. But in any, like, we have to pay for parking, for example, in most places. There's a lot of locations, more and more locations, that we have to pay to even park outside our own house. Unfortunately, I don't live in one of those streets, but in my town, there's a bunch of streets that, people literally have to pay a yearly fee to actually be allowed to park on the street they live on. Most outrageous, you get charged for TVs. Yeah, our TV license. You don't know. It's not even. Okay, it's outdated by its name, TV license. But the scope is, if you in the UK, if you want to watch anything that's being broadcasted live, you legally have to pay for a license to be allowed to do it. So technically speaking, this is a broadcast. So if you're in the UK and you want to watch me live streaming on Twitch, because technically speaking, this is a broadcast, yeah, it could be argued you should have a TV license because I'm live. And they're trying to change it where you even have to have a TV license to even watch YouTube. There's been some resistance on that one, at least, and I'm very glad on that. But yeah, they have been trying to push through that if you watch YouTube, if you watch any form of video, live or pre-recorded, you have to pay a TV license. And if you don't, and this is the thing, it's not, oh, you just get told off. No, you can be put in prison for it. It is a criminal offence to not do so, and it's an incarcerable offence, so you can be put in prison for it. It's not a TV. I have it hooked up to my laptop and it's a computer monitor. Yeah, they don't care. It's if you're receiving a live transmission. Early video, it was radio license at the beginning, isn't it? So audio too. So now, so if you just listen to the radio, you don't need it. It's only if it's well, basically visual. I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere where, because actually this is the radio, you should be paying for it, but I've never heard of anything like that being enforced in my life. The TV license does pay for the BBC radio stations. And the best thing is, our TV license funds BBC America, which we're not allowed to watch. Brilliant. More and more panels, please. Thank you. Probably be simpler to add 0.01% to that VAT, and then you'd have to pay for enforcement. The UK government doesn't know how to do simple. So we've got this massive thing again about clamping down on benefit fraud. Yeah. And what they're going after is basically disabled people. The cost to admin this, enforce it, so on and so forth, is like 4 or 5 times higher than what you're going to save. But it's all about, oh, we're looking like we're doing something against fraudsters, or just, you know, leaving actual fraudsters alone. Like, we still keep bringing up here in the UK about COVID and the stupid amount of billions of pounds that was given to the Tories' mates to do stuff that they then never did and they never had any intention of doing. Like, it was deliberate. They set up a shell company pretending they're going to do something, be given £10 billion and then close the company and disappear with that money. All because they were mate of some Tory MP. And there's records, it's all known, it's all public. And then the government turned around and went, actually, no, we're not going to investigate it at all. We're just going to, it's behind us now. We're going to do nothing about it. And then they wonder why we stopped caring about the government in this country. Yeah, well, I mean, you take the piss, that's why. I'm confused. I'm just curious on that. Right, and that is because I got rid of a storage, I'm sure, so I don't need to be too panicked about that. I hope. Yeah, I mean, there's no real movement happening there. My example there, tax for data storage products, CDs, DVDs, so on and so forth, for the benefit of Copyright Enforcement Association, because why you ever need data storage is not for piracy. It's mad. See, and the thing is, we pay 20% value-added tax on every physical item, with some exceptions. The exceptions being like children's clothes, certain things for babies as well, exempt as well. I'm not liking these reds, like, because I got rid of a lot of the buffer. Right, so you're chilling. So that's mostly rock, so it's not actually having that massive of an impact. So, you know, that's just all going immediately straight through, being split, creating a nice little mountain here, which, to be fair, won't be long until that actually backs up, and so I might want to be made aware of that. I could say stone stackers, just so I know what that's for. Yeah, and unfortunately, we've got trash there from when it, you know, the previous one demolished itself. Right, okay, recycling edicts. Let's just have a quick look. Cargo depot, not at the moment. Not even any real rush. Do I want to actually send out? Still need to find some sugarcane, don't we? 470. I mean, we've got the improved armor on now, haven't we? So I should be able to be taking some of these on. Too far. Let's head out to here. Yeah. Right, how's our little compost dump happening? Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And then sand is fixed again. I am going to... I'm going to stick iron there simply because... yeah, but I'm going to highlight that because obviously we do need, you know, it to be taken out and handled and that. Okay, honestly, I don't know what I want to do next. That is my big problem. I didn't come in today with a plan, so I can't decide what I want to do. Shipping battle, easy peasy. Just some electronics. I don't want electronics, I want sugarcane, darn it. Right, so this little thing that I was hoping to do with the walls here, it's not going to work, is it? Like, it would have been pretty darn awesome if it would have, but I don't think it's going to. Nope. Ah, boo. So you're trying to do this on rock where it kind of mixes in on the... It's just so difficult. Is that too high? That is the correct height. Okay, cool. However, that's now saying no. Because that's claiming to be in the bloody ocean. So why is that different to all the others? Alright, so we can actually see the difference. Hadn't been filled in correctly. Should be able to reach, actually, so we should be okay. And that is a... I'm not going to lie, it's a bit annoying because it's meant to be, it's meant to default to flat, but for some reason that was defaulting to that one. Weird. Okay, so it's brought down. It's a little bit of rock, but that's going to be mostly dirt now, isn't it? So cool. Let's bring you guys back over to here. This will be a ton of rock. And then because it's right near where we dump it, that should feel fairly easy, I would hope, anyway. Or fairly quickly, I should say. Alright, so let's just do that. Then this rock dump is for there. Let's bring that over momentarily. And hopefully that shouldn't take too long to redo what I'm wanting. Yeah, you're full with iron. As expected. Why do I have a feeling that that has actually been brought down from here? I just got this weird suspicion that's what's happened. Right, iron ore. We're going to give it its own dedicated tower up here. Make things fraction easier. And then we are going to say bye to that now. And make sure you get all of those. And then you are only allowed to dump into there. Right, now that's caught up, Terror Group Alpha, though, is no longer going to be up there. We're going to move you guys. I'm very tempted to say there, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Thinking just help finish this off. Let's have a quick look. Tiny surface of coal there. Alright, I'm hoping that will effectively capture all the coal that's over here. And since that is full with coal, it's not going to go through very quickly. And we do have all this getting dumped through. So that's the coal pit. So let's expand out its drop area now. Tell you what, let me take that, because I do want to ensure that I don't inadvertently block the route. Coal reserve for right, iron. I don't know. Don't really need to be called coal reserves, does it? It just needs to be called coal. And I need to know it's below 25%. Truck, you are struggling to go somewhere. You're struggling to go there. Have I No, wait, what? I can see why you can't get to here. I don't understand why you can't go over this bridge here. Yeah, not sure what's going on with that one. And I have seen something I should be fixing. Because if they're going to chop these trees down, I need to be able to reach there. Yeah, I'm still not sure why that's saying it can't get there. What? Oh, I can tell. It's because of it's somehow gotten inside the blocks here. That explains it. Right, so we need to dump out. I mean, to be fair, if I do that, guess what? It suddenly it disappears. It is brilliant. Right, it shouldn't fill up as quick now. Right, you're complaining because you need more diggy areas. There you go, all done. Okay, so we're back to sort of just waiting for things to happen again, aren't we? That nice little balance. Right. Okay, if we're not, even if we're not going to exactly do nuclear, we can get the rods started at least. So sulfur, water, rock, slag out, uranium ore powder, brine, that's an in, filter medium, that's an in. That's slag, that's an out. And that's depleted uranium. That's an out. And yeah. So this is something that I actually never decided last week. Because obviously I am a little bit away from that. As in, we need to actually be running this and making it. So what do I want to do with the depleted uranium? Right, that's the question. Yeah, I don't want to have a 3 running on that. It feels wrong. Okay, where could we fit it? I mean, I was thinking of fitting it down there, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's super viable. How much water am I needing? 60 a minute. That's just because we're giving it its own acid production, isn't it? Actually, it doesn't need that much. It's for that and that. It's what, 2436, right? So it's 30 a minute. So we could actually run that off of one of them. Maybe I'll put it here for now. Again, a lot of it is for now until I can really put it in a better location. Could work. I'm kind of tempted actually to start digging through here. Because then that's going to open up this area. And we could... Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to move Bravo over to there. I want another one of these. I'm going to do similar to what I've got running here. Where we're just dropping it over. Blimey. Won't be long until that's not dumping anymore. Alright, so we're going to call this the Alu Cliff. So just new location for it to be dumped into. And then we're gonna, I don't know, what should I call this one? I'm not sure I want to dump it in, actually. Right, what order have I got that coming out? Actually, right, so rocks this side. Alright, so again, just another general area for dumping out the rock. Another one that's complaining. Typical. Alright. And then we are going to... Oh, let's see. What are you doing? I think we might send Terra Alpha up there, actually. In fact, I'm kind of debating if we actually completely remove Terra Alpha's tower from there and have it's controlled up here, so it's a bit more central to where everything's going at the moment. As I said, over time, I'm getting rid of these towers. Because we need to drop down this pathway anyway. Okay, so we're going to have them digging through here. I would like our tree harvesters just to clear this area out where we can. Allow our forest to recover a little bit. Don't need to be making another farm for tree saplings, I reckon. Depends by the time we get nuclear power on. Right, for now, I'm happy with that. This is going to be here. The only thing I've got to be mindful of, though, is the bloody brine, because how am I going to bring that in? That's too high. I'm never going to really fit that in. Yeah, you know what? I think actually it's going to be better that I have it down there. Because that shouldn't take too much. Oh yeah, it's at 4. We've got no resources next to it. No. Okay, cool. Okay. how far back ideally am I going to want to bring this. Okay, I think that would be handy. Okay, so once we've got this dug through, so we can actually reach that, then we'll dig that down, and then we'll fit it back over in the same way that I've got this. Then I might try and see if I can actually squeeze a seawall or something. It would be cool, but I just don't think it's doable. We'll see a lot of stuff going there. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of half tempted to let dirt get dumped just to speed this up massively, since it's going to get all pulled up in the future anyway. Is it such a big problem? I'm fucking dumping dirt there anyway. Why is it dumping? Wait, what? Ah, because of this. I see, because we've still got that in play. Yeah, but you know what, whatever, I don't care. I think this whole thing of trying to get everything running a certain way from the very beginning is just, it's slowing everything down too much, and I need to stop that. Right, just make sure no drop-offs or pickups happening. Alright, this is just literally just getting dumped in. I do need to get told though if you fill up. And at some point, you know, we're going to probably dig it up in the future anyway. So it's like, and the main reason why I kind of have it this way is to keep the coastline tidy and looking neat. Like if you mix the dirt, well, mix the different materials, it doesn't look so nice. Whereas here, we're going to be pushing it out beyond this little bay here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just need to get this done as quick as possible. Just level the highlighting quadratic. Yeah, exactly. It will in time. I say it's just the approach that I was taking. Ultimately, it's just slowed me down too much. There's been way too particular with things, whereas I should just be a bit more gung-ho. Right, I'm thinking if I mean, he's going to speed things up a little bit, isn't it? If I just do that, as I said, it's minor stuff, so it's the cost is low. It's opportunity cost is the thing that I'm mostly missing out on by, you know, trying to save every little bit of resource. As that's now going to speed up a fair amount. So now a lot less travel time happening. I said, and this bay is now nearly filled in completely. Excuse me. Oh, so that's Oil Coast. That is Rock Dumps. This one. Just going to redraw this and make it encompassing more. Oh no, sands. Right. Okay, you've just hit a rocky bit. That's fair. In fact, we could do that. Can't start filling this in anyway. Okay, so that's actually the issue. Right, so if we do that will fix it. So we're just sitting the little bits of iron that's left over. For this, we can actually even just go the entire route like that. Like so. Right, so that should fix that up. It'll take a moment to catch up, but it should then be good. You have high supply of dirt. Right, so our issue is that we have too much stuff moving through. We need to like just speed things along a little. We'll do that, so it definitely speeds along. So what? It's fine. Hitting a bit of rock now anyway. So there's actually already a path down here. So don't you just love it? Things just shift a little bit, and then suddenly there's like paths. So we can already access over here. It's going down, just down there here. It's so random. That is just so bloody random. It really is. In that case, I'm tempted just to actually move them down to there now. Considering what this is, the purpose of this is. So just get it moving and shifting now. It might actually make things a little easier. I just hope that doesn't alter or deform in a way where suddenly it gets blocked off, because that would be a very unfortunate. All right, and another one is I want to cut a path through here. I said I'm debating if we can realistically run this off of this. It actually makes sense to run it off this one, actually. You know, I'll just keep it down here. If I'm going to start doing all the water pumps, I need this done first, just so I can start placing it down and then figuring out exactly how I would like to do it. Okay, so we are nearly hitting our peak capacity. All right, copper scrap's been caught up on. I can just see our woods becoming a major headache. Right, so the next thing is a way that we can improve the efficiency of this little by, if we move this I'm kind of thinking it might be worth actually putting this here. It moves it a little bit closer anyway, so it's just a tiny fraction faster, and then frees up this area if I do want to do anything with it. Yeah, something like that. And then we're going to, again, we are in the process of just removing these. I've put the copper there. Okay. I'm going to allow say we allow rock to get dumped there. Alright, now we put that here. Just for simplicity, it might be worth us just flattening out this a little bit as well. So we can just move it in a little bit so it just doesn't block the road that's kind of formed. It shouldn't take too long for us to do that anyway, because yeah. So it's actually still going down there to get the tree saplings. Okay. That's what I didn't want it to do. I want it to be picking it from there first. Exports to that. Export over to that. Just so it knows where I want it to go. Oh, bloody knees killing me again. And then with this, it's copper's there. So if we put the rock, dirt, and then copper. So if we do it that way. If we put dirt there instead. So just see, make it look a little better. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it could go straight into there. That's... Oops, the daisy. Goes away. So that's an 8. Also goes away, so that's an 8. And then the copper could just stay there, and we'll end up with a large reserve off of that as well. And then hopefully that should just pick it up, send it over to there, or empty it into there. Depends just like what mood it's feeling when it arrives. So we're getting little smitterings of copper here as well, aren't we? So in fact, if we do like that, like the whole route as it were, yeah, just have to see how it goes. We might have to alter it depending on how fast we go through the copper versus how quickly you know, we clear these little ramps. But then if we can just get these little bits around the edge, I can backfill all this anyway. So just improve the efficiency a little bit. And oh no, people are dying. People have got the flu. Or them. That'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's keep an eye. I'm just curious. Does it actually go into here? It does. I've got 1,500 in there. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I can have an idea. Right, kill that. Put that in. Iron ore. Right, that's your reserve. Because hopefully that means that will bring in everything from the shipyards, which is what we want. Since, you know, it is the priority. Right, you're waiting for products. Why are you actually complaining? Yeah, not sure what's going on there, but okay. Yeah, really wasn't sure. So now we haven't looked at our limestone today. Right, so push out to here. And then again, we're going to grab the limestone tower, which is this one, and actually have it closer to the actual mine. So there we go. Excellent. Now let me just check our vehicles, general vehicles. So we do actually have 6 hydrogen, but we've got them all upgraded. So yeah, there's no need to be upgrading anything further at the moment. That can go away. Alright, copper sorting is blocked again. Rock is a problem. Okay, it looks like we might need to have faster belts going here then. In fact, dare I suggest we actually need an even faster belt for that. Gonna head out. Okay, Freak, have a good one, mate. Thanks for coming in. I mean, hopefully that will cover everything. It kind of bothers me that there's still this little bit of copper right here. But it's going to get covered at some point, so we're not even going to know it's there anymore. It's only when it's like enough to give us one of these, that's when it's like, yeah, got to do something about that. But it's fine anyway, it's all good. Okay, so that's going in all right. That's actually looking really nice so far. If we're going to be completely honest. Right, so that is just rock. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw that here. This is just nuclear bay is all I'm going to call it. And then basically only rock can just get dumped into there. Just fill this bay out. How are we looking with getting through this anyway? As reasonable. If we can... Can't quite. Tell you what, if we do that, then there's a route through then at least. Yeah, we're good on iron for a bit. So this has actually worked out a lot better than I expected. I'll be honest. I was expecting it to, you know, not really work, but I'm happy to have been proven wrong. Alright, so new locations for planting. Not dumping anything there just yet. Yeah, unfortunately, the problem with this island is just too much dirt around. Okay, so having a look here, it's now put it above our its base. So with that in mind, we're now back to allowing it to be emptied out, and need to, you know, just end it. Let that get flattened and filled. I'm surprised that stuff's still being dumped into here, actually. Like, it's not assigned. So why are trucks skipping here to put it into here? That's... Like, all these trucks should be doing this one. That's the nearest one. That's not really getting filled up enough. Or is it? Or is that the thing? Is that the problem? Is actually... Because it's waiting. Because it was serving. It's filling up on the reserve. That must be it. Oh, there we go. We've got the even bigger storages now. So... That means we're going to upgrade that. And we're going to upgrade that. That's going to take a massive hit on our hydrogen for the moment. Same with that one as well. So we've definitely got a bunch of reserve. It's going to take a while to kick in, mind you. I think I'm just going to leave this on permanent boost, if I'm honest. So how much leeway have we got in here? A decent amount, like... But it has so much dirt. I wasn't expecting it to be so dirt heavy. So a lot of that dirt's just going to end up in the ocean. Which, you know what? Fine, whatever. As long as we're getting rid of it, that's what matters. Is it maybe worth sorting this up to a 2? Large, I should say. I mean, we've got the workforce. It's the power, though. Like, we're really tipping up on our power now. And because we're holding off on nuclear until I get this, like, I've decided this is where the nuclear power is going to get all put. And I don't know if I really want to strain this any further. Because, yeah, it's not keeping up, is it? That is such a shame. That he's struggling. Tell you what, might This might benefit. Because what this is effectively means is we've got 2 lots of inbounds. So we'll see if that improves the situation at all. But I am debating whether to throw some more turbines on, just so I can push the power a bit more. Right, just make sure these low priority. Good. No, it's 96. Yeah, so I would need another one of these. And then just copy these through. See, I'm not convinced it's worth doing. So that would need to go. That would require an upgrade. And would need to upgrade it from here. So these 2 need upgrading. Water wise, that's fine, but then I think that's already upgraded anyway, so that's alright. But that would need upgrading. I think only that one actually. Whoops daisy, I needed 1 extra room. Alright, just make sure everything is hooked up. Where it's needed. Okay. So 2 should be fine with that. 1, 2. I mean, we could drop that down to 1 if I really wanted. Right, so that would have to be a 2. That would have to be upgraded as well. Right, looks like we've fixed the wood problem anyway, so I don't have anything covering that. Good. Because we need to now give this some dirt. Like so. There is a path through while it's doing it anyway, so that's alright. Okay. Let's pause this so I don't inadvertently start bringing in rock when I don't want it to. Yeah, I'll allow that to just be dirt. So I need to expand this as well. You know, we could get away with having a bit of coal running on it, if I'm honest. But anyway, 5, 6, and 7. So Let's have them made, and then let's see where we need to get the pipes upgraded in. Right, so that is 48, 96, so that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. And then that drops back below. Okay, so that should be 72,144. Goes over the 200 on the connector, so we don't need to upgrade. That's already upgraded. That's going to need to be upgraded. Pretty sure that doesn't need, but I'm going to do it as a precaution anyway. That needs to be upgraded for sure. So we're going to assume it's operating under coal. So that's a 1, that's a 2, that becomes 180. So that needs to go up to 3 because that now goes above. And that's already a 3. Okay, cool. And then I think that's good. Even though I've seen some red here. What's going on? Why are we getting... Okay, we're getting red spot. Why are we getting reds? What is happening? Right, something's gone wrong here. It could be because this pipe hasn't... saying not enough. Not enough. Okay, wood chips. There's the problem. Right. It's going to be that. I need to up. Oh dear. It seems that just to upgrade my power grid, I've killed my power grid. Genius. Okay. So it's all going. As long as outputs, what it is saying outputs full, then I'm happy. And I suspect I'm probably going to need to switch another one of these on. Did a little bit too far on the belts, but pipes, but never mind. It is what it is. Okay. Good, more power. Brilliant. It's just a case of now really need to keep an eye on certain things. So we're not constantly utilizing the full amount of this one yet. once that's permanently on 100% utilization, then I'll take the balance off of this and then remove the flywheels. Okay. Yeah. No, not that one. That one. Empty. Full. Otherwise, it's a bit of a waste. Okay, so you're still constantly moaning. I'm going to say 50%, actually. Let's go back up anyway. It's only because we've got constant diesel production happening. Right, mess around over there. How are we looking over here? Nearly halfway through the digging. Unfortunately, we haven't hit the point where we're dropping in the stone. So what I might do is remove that. And that. Not that it makes much difference, mind you, but got dirt packing up there. Do I want to be dropping dirt here? Don't make that much difference, to be honest. Not really. Perhaps I don't want it as high though. I don't know. See, that's offset from where this is. I would love it if this was offset from the base. Because if I'm honest, I don't actually know. 12 looks about right. Right. Yeah, that's fine. That can just be dumping through. It's not a problem. We're not really going to get much rock drops down there. Right, so why here we got a low supply? Where have I messed things up a little bit? Apparently, there's a lot of movement with rock. This, perhaps? Are we just hitting long travel times again? I would probably say quite possibly due to that being more or less done now. Okay, we've also got ourselves in a little bit of an unfortunate loop. Which is not going to help much. Seems to have got rid of that, so that can go. Put that focus into there. So one thing, I'm not converting any compost. Oh, see, look at that. That's all full. That is filling up. Damn it. I don't know. I just want to keep it where it's, you know, constantly using that biomass for compost. Yeah. Okay, so is this a travel time and trucks not being available? I think it might be, you know. Oh, actually, it could be even something else. Why we... Could our demand have actually gone up? 24.2. I'm sure this is 24. It is. So actually, we need more assemblers. Okay. I don't know. I wish when we had it like being emptied, it would stop accepting stuff automatically. It doesn't do that at the moment. See, now we've got the this thing. I think it should be both of them get set to 0. I haven't actually unlocked that yet, have I? No. Terra Bravo has completely flattened that out. Look at that. That is sight. Actually, that might not be helping because we've got all this rock. And then I'll finish filling it in there. Yeah, just thinking, just empty, flatten that out a bit. Okay, it needs to go even deeper. Ooh. Right, if we do that to begin with, that should give us a lot of iron. Make sure that's gone for a moment. Yeah, I would pick the lot an awkward line, wouldn't I? Right. Oh, it's going to be ages until that gets backfilled. That's so unfortunate. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can do? Just speed things along or anything? I've removed rock from being able to be dumped there. This is only dirt getting dumped there anyway. No more rocks being dumped there. Rocks being dumped here, here, and here. And I reckon that's going to probably have some priority over everything else. Compost getting dumped there. In fact, it's not long until actually it's out back. It's going to be a while. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I just want it to focus on Nuclear Bay for a moment. So I'm going to keep that in line anyway, because that it doesn't reserve too much at any time.
Oh. Welcome and enjoy your stay.
Kazanir, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, how are you? How is your insane island going? Yeah, welcome to my much more laid back approach to the game. Very much slower. Doing some major terraforming. Yeah, I'm doing so. I've abandoned my whole. I only dumped certain things in certain places just because I need to speed it up. It's too much waiting around because of how I was doing things. So I've stopped doing things a certain way. So before I was not dumping dirt into the ocean whatsoever. But now I am. Because, yeah. Problem is, we're now going to start having this because I'm needing to move quite a lot of rock about. Which is very unfortunate. So we're getting this flattened area here. Dumping dirt is criminal. Yeah, but I need it out of the way. Look, you got to think, this used to be just a cliff, and now it's a massive ramp of dirt, and then we're also doing up here as well. Look, big ramp of dirt. That's just dirt. That's just dirt. It's a big ramp of dirt. This island has way too much dirt on it. That's the problem. So yeah, I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm getting a bit sick of it. Right, I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do. Bypass on this train. Trade it for fuel gas. Just need a thick layer of topsoil. See, this is what I'm thinking. And this is going to really slow me down. But look at the difference. Compost, dirt. So I'm going to stop using top layer of dirt and just start using compost as a top layer, just so we get this dark green everywhere instead. Steel sour. Oh. You golden. Trade it for fuel gas. You know what? I didn't even consider that. quick trade? Or is it a quick trade or a contract? Any secret farm bonus to it if you do? I'm not entirely sure, actually. I'm not seeing the ability to trade out dirt. Search dirt, look. Okay. Well, for some reason, I just could not see that. Thing is, I don't need fuel gas at the moment. Actually, what could we trade for the fuel gas? No, we can't trade out fuel gas. I'll quick trade it for anything. No. Darn. Ah. Just keep throwing it through these, yeah? Give me tons of hydrogen. But again, I'm actually at a point where I'm not needing that much hydrogen. I need to, at some point, just completely redo this and just basically to start converting it all the way down into hydrogen. And just convert all my vehicles and trains to hydrogen. That's what I need. That's what I need. Yeah, again, no red. We're back to the problem we had before. We've got too much travel time for dumping stuff. Dee-dee. Dee-dee. And my brain is really not functional enough to like go, you know what, I know exactly how I'm going to fix it. It's very frustrating. Do-do-do-do. What's up, Ferox? Right. See, I don't want to be... Well, I'll tell you what. I am going to do what I was originally about to do and then distracted my bloody self. Because, you know, it's what I do all the time. Okay, question here then is, do I want to extend this down and then pull it off? Might be worth doing. Oh yes, of course, because I've got a thingy there, haven't I? That's might be why. It's still complaining. Why are you still complaining? Okay, and then ensure we've got some level crossings just so it doesn't block everything. Whoops, daisy! I did not want you doing that. In fact, now we've got that there, I don't even need these. They can go. They can just go away. The track is now my thingy. Stops it. I don't know. Just put it to some random locations. Right then, so anyone else finds it a bit annoying trying to get the corners just right when you're double tracking. Right, how did I just copy that? Because I said if it's already we already got one that worked, why fix what's not broken, right? Not find a valid path, really. I have to do it a bit further back with it. Wow, that's just been an absolute pain. Why is that not working? I've already done this twice, and suddenly I've completely forgot how I did it. That's a tad annoying. So when in doubt, just copy. I want to copy a bit more on that one. Need plenty of playroom there. No. Oh, fuck's sake. They haven't made any changes in the back code, have they? Or back end code for tracks. No, what? It's fine. That will do. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? So that's kind of... Oh, see, that's what I was fearing. I want this. Am I just gonna have to accept that? It's gonna be a sharper angle. Wait from... Yeah, can't do it at 30 degrees, so see, best looking. I think that'll be fine. That'll do. I'm sure someone's done roundabouts and junctions by now, surely. Because the fact that I need this going to be able to go this way as well, this would be perfect for a roundabout. It's quite a large roundabout, to be honest. If we do very tiny roundabout, surely just do that, right? It's a circle. Then obviously make sure it's going the correct direction. Always go around left. Oh, balls. I actually just got rid of the whole freaking lot, didn't I? Whoops, daisy. Okay, it's centered. I think that's centered. Looks centered to me. Right, and then just so I've always got somewhere to copy it. Well, I want to mess around with that. It's one of those screw through ports, right? No. Oh my god, we need an undo button. Damn it. I've just realised what I've just done there. Okay. Ghosted it slightly off. Yeah, so unfortunately, I need to actually just shift this ramp a little bit, which I'm absolutely gonna do, like, because I just want to be freaking awkward and do that for no reason, just beyond because I want to do that. We're gonna grab you guys. So there we go. Fully British island now. We've got roundabouts being made. Okay, so perfectly lined up. Awesome. Okay, so we've got that ghosted in and ready. I don't like that we've got a train just sitting there blocking the line. Like, why have you not, at the very least, gone... That's very frustrating. Something to do with signal locations or something, I'm sure. See, I'm gonna run with the assumption that the problem is because he can't sit anywhere and clear that crossing. It's just a little bit too long. Yeah. So I can't have a crossing there. Darn it. Okay. Right. It's not a massive problem. Something I'll have to look at fixing sometime in the future. Right, anyway, you have done this. So let's see if we can hook that into place and be nice. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, goody. Right, is that 5 or... there. There. Make sure that there's crossings. Okay. We're gonna let the trucks go and build all this. It's going to take a little bit to do anyway. Right, Bravo. Do I want you to carry on with this? Yeah, go on. Okay, so you're still complaining. Yeah, it's going to be a while until that's filled up, fortunately. It's getting longer and longer travel times happening here. And then at some point that needs dropping. Okay, so now that this is an active road, I can't do the whole thing at once. So if we start it there, when we assume or resume that anyway, I'm going to fill all this in anyway. So I don't. Okay, so this is another place I don't really care too much about dirt getting drops down. So just to save our. Oh, that's annoying. Right, just to save some trucks doing things, we're just going to dump that dirt over here, whatever. So this rock's going to getting picked up and dropped, but that's being taken from here to over there and over there, hopefully. And that's now our main travel time that's happening. Not without throwing in extra infrastructure, there's not a whole lot that can be done about it, unfortunately. It does suck, but can't have to live with it. Alright, so we can now have even larger cargo, like much larger cargo. Not really worth it though. Don't need it at the moment. Okay. I think to speed this up, I'm debating whether to throw another sorter down here with buckets and start mining this. Because then at the very least that would 100% speed up getting this bay done. In fact, I'm kind of thinking we don't even need to be going so deep since there's so much just got to be really fucking careful actually, because I need a second one of these. I'll be dirt. Or should I cover it all in rock? Nah. do that one, and then for the dirt, do that one. Okay. Fingers crossed. And then I am going to, like, hopefully really speed things up. If we just have like that, make sure, no importing, but allow for exporting. Okay, cool. And then hopefully they're dropping it in there, gets picked up and just drops straight down here. So shifts it around a little bit quicker. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That gets done, then we can chomp into here. Right, so I'm going to have this as a pure mining designation. For the dump in later. Okay, so as we can see, it's filling up very, very quickly. We just need some logistic trucks to come in, start taking it. We'll shift it quickly. Fingers crossed. Anyway, something I saw someone put on Reddit when talking about stackers. We need bulldozers. You know, just to flatten some little things, like, and just move a few things around. That'd be so handy. It really would. Right, so that's full to block. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really need to be told that it's full, to be honest. Right, so we can see that is getting pushed out at least. So that's good. So the iron mine is now blocked with the rock. Darn it. Okay, that's not good. Fortunately, the way I'm going to put it is, so I can't really put a bucket, tie buckets to here. I mean, I can. Okay, so at the very least, we're pushing through more iron. Then that should get picked up, get dropped off, so on and so forth. So it's not brilliant, but it will do. Right, so now that's all done. Actually, if I'm honest, that got done a sight down faster than I thought it would. Right, so the next one then is basically got to start connecting it to this. Right. Okay, so now finding a we need to do some terrain modification if I want to keep thing in place. Right, take that. And for the moment, we will borrow you guys just to do that. Setting up some research, wasn't there? Then, right, so we've got nothing being researched at the moment. I'm thinking, so this is where my research is getting a bit ahead of my industry. So perhaps it's worth me just taking a bit of break from research. Let my industry catch up. But then, you know, space stations. Like, it's one of the big new features. Still got to find sugarcane, though. That's annoying. Right, I'll tell you what. We'll get edict, greenhouse. We'll get these done. And then effectively we'll take a break from research if industry still needs some catching up to be done. You can see back to extremely busy. It's travel distance again. At least we're getting some rock in place now anyway. I'm going to kick that up to a 6, so hopefully it means that there's always trucks that are kind of hanging by in the vicinity. It shouldn't take long for me to get a notification about that. All those trucks just like turning up in droves. There you go. That's how fast that's going through. And these are not even mega excavators. These are normal. So the idea is, I get that. I can. We're going to need to move this. There you go. I said. Let's send these guys back over to here. Get. Complaining about a collision. Really? Okay, that's surprising. I would have thought that I would happily have looped on, but guess not. Terrain too high? Oh, if I want that in line with that, I need to do a bit more. I'm not that fussed. The only unfortunate thing is I can't really put anything. Can't put anything there. That. No, that fits. That's fine. Right, so you've got a thingy. Why are you complaining? It's just an overhang, right? Yeah, cool. Ooh. It's just trucks are not keeping up. Is the problem here? Let's kick that to a 6 as well. Yeah, I did take the bed off that one. Okay, shouldn't be too long for that digging. That's mostly rock now. So I don't really care to be told. You can see that is now going very nicely. So we can get all this rock put down. Get all that dug up, and then cover it over again with soil up to the coast. So one question I've got, I'm pretty sure the answer is already no, but I want to double check this. I need somewhere here. I know that this definitely collides, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. See, I was kind of hoping that I could have that go over the retaining wall. But then we could always do that. Like, that actually looks pretty cool. Make sure I got it on the correct height. Yeah, I like that. Just thinking ahead of how I want the look of it. So, wow, I was saying that I need to design that now, don't I? So I can just start placing them down. So now, how far back can we get that? We've got it, yeah, like that, and then we've got the. I think might look better. And that's direct hooking on that. So if I have that there. How much steam? 12 steam. What heights is it needed? Comes in like so. So basically gets sent off as a priority to there, but then any excess just gets thrown into there. Do I really need a balancer for that though? Okay, so something like that. Did I just? Oh, what? Hello. I mean, that gets sent. Hang on, where am I sending that again? Let's watch. Over to here. Okay. Get turned into no, exhaust basically. And that exhaust then gets turned into sulfur. I'm going to go with that is purely an issue with the trucks being so busy. Grundig has kind of got itself stuck. So, I'm assuming it's trying to pass over to here, and it can't. That would be my guess. If I do that, because that's for rock. Rubber Duck is also struggling. Yeah, they're all struggling now. They're all trying to get to here, which obviously they can't reach. Not possible. Right, let's just quickly alter these a moment. Oh, that is the rock one. Just making sure. So I need to actually cut this down to 1 since there is actually rock here. There's also a tiny bit of rock there as well. Okay, excellent. So that should fill, fingers crossed, fairly easily now. Right, still got rock being dumped here. Like a reverse chocolate sundae, that. Full mixture. Yeah, okay, cool. A lot of this area has been flattened. Probably want to just flatten out this a little. Tell you what, if we bring it down and then look where I need to remove any potential rot. Oh, see, that's not good. That's not good. But we're being saved. We have trucks on the way anyway, so I think just for the sake of it, we should like connect this up because you know that kind of looks weird having that gap. And then I'll just Unity build that one. I still don't get why there's like still get these occasional random gaps. It's just so Strange. Right, so that's actually been filled in. That's now full compost. Nice. Oh no. Oh, hydrogen. I ain't not worried about it. That, on the other hand, why we our consumption rolling average for the past year and a half is we're not producing enough. That's worrying, especially since I've got this constantly going. Like, we've got 24 being made there. Ah, okay, yeah, because I've got a don't let it fill up. Yeah, but it's still, that's strange. Strange indeed why that's going down. It shouldn't be. Right, okay. I'm going to end it here. Has been a bit of a slow one because my brain is just slow today. Very, 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 very slow. Right, so tomorrow we need to do that.
Bits received.
Oh, Silver, thank you for the 200 bits. Right. So if I remember, tomorrow I want to just give it a bit a path there. We need to get across in here. And then we're going to pull up this. This needs to be moved. And then we're going to switch on this. And, you know, with the tracks being moved, put this down. Like, that was actually the whole purpose of that, which is so I could put the vehicle depot 3 down. And then with that down, we can look at perhaps making some mega vehicles. Might help. Maybe. I don't know if it's even really necessary, if I'm honest. But yeah, we'll just do a bunch more of the same, really. Hopefully, my brain is a bit more functional. Fingers crossed. Is anyone on that I know doing this? Caps? No. I don't know anyone. Got someone who's apparently is day 1 on their save. So we're going to raid random person who's on a brand new save. So yeah, right. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for coming in, everyone. I appreciate it. And good night.